And so, and when we got away from that, and it's what led to some of the problems we had today. And as the Elder Ali was speaking of earlier, when he was mentioning about the sisters, about getting them to put their clothes back on and not to be so boisterous, and what all that comes to play is that during this enslavement, what happened was when we were separated, our tribes and our families were separated. The father went here, the mother went there, the children went there, and the father and the son might have been forced to watch his wife or his daughters getting abused. They would get beat or raped, and he was powerless to do anything about it because he himself was shackled. So that did two things. That made her feel he can no longer protect me. That make him feel inadequate because his purpose, which is to be the defender and the provider, can no longer do that. And over the last 400 or 500 years that we've been going through this process over and over again and being traumatized over and over again from slavery, when slavery ended, to this whole civil rights battle, the same thing happened again. And so now we've come to a point, and then now we've come to where we have the point where many of our children's fathers are absent from the relationship. Now it comes to a point where females feel that they have to be the mother and the father. So now they have to be the female and the male of the relationship. Or on the other hand, then some females feel like, well, since I had to do it by myself, no one can tell me what to do. But either way you look at it, we all have to realize we've all been in a traumatizing situation for the last 400 or 500 years.
But Sister Morris, not just cutting you off a minute because I want to hold you in the context. You have a process, and I've been noticing it. One of my old girlfriends pointed out to me what was happening. But there's been in England and in America, there's been a real disempowerment of young black men. And you find that in the universities, even here in the law school where I am, is basically young ladies who are making up the student body. You have fewer and fewer young black males attending universities, and you have them more and more young black males filling up the prisons. So is this not an intentional, not just accidental, a planned genocidal approach to destroy the black family, to destroy the fabric, the role of the man as provider and protector, and so that he could play that role for the woman, and also undermines the role of the woman, because the men in frustration tend, following the analysis of Fanon, they tend to strike inwardly and to strike the ones they love the most. So they become abusive to their children, to their wives.
Misplaced anger. So
do you see this as a planned genocide or something that just happened as a result of our historical context?
Well, and as far as a planned genocide, there many years ago when they were setting up the system of slavery and indoctrination, the system was set up where, as it comes to this point, it is now what we call self-sufficient, meaning that there isn't the man that's sitting there trying to get at you any longer. The system has been put in place where, and a gentleman by the name of Tim Wise has mentioned it, where no one no longer has to do it to you. We've been following, now we're in a little circle where we're now doing it to ourselves. We're now buying into the stereotypes that we're lazy and we're shiftless, and though it's not true that all our fathers have left or run away and leave their children, there are many fathers who are working and providing and being good fathers towards it, but the negative aspects of our culture are what is being promoted, and we're I'm sorry, and we have to get away from that.
Yeah, listen, man, I feel like I sabotaging myself because we have to go. But listen, this has been so exciting. Maybe if you can just say a few words just so we can wind up our show today. I'm sure our host will allow us 2 minutes to finish off. But just in 30 seconds, what do you intend to achieve from these series of lectures tonight, and also with the work that you're doing in an ongoing manner with your organization?
Well, what we're trying to do is to inspire others. to join in and to say that when we say that we have to, that we want to empower others in order to keep this going, in order to, for them to take up the responsibility of keeping it going. Because as we've been speaking, basically what we've been talking about is a physical and mental liberation of our people. And so we're trying to reach as many people as we can to say we have to do it together, from all walks of life, from all different philosophies, and to let people know that you're not alone out there. There are many people that feel the same way, and we have to work together.
Thank you. Dr. Varmah, if you could just...
Well, as Dr. Morris was just saying,
hard to follow.
It's hard to follow that one.
Yeah.
Again, we're saying to everyone, stop conforming to failure.
Okay.
The opposite to courage is not fear. The opposite to courage is conformity. If we continue to conform to a failing system, we are destined to fail. Yeah. Change is necessary, and each person must do their part to bring about that change, and respect each other's countries and religions and races and genders, but just maintain that sense of whatever I'm working for to become doctor, lawyer, engineer, or whatever it is I'm doing, have the final goal be the liberation of humanity.
Liberation! Thank you very much, Dr. Varmah. Thank you very much, Dr. Morris.
Thank you for having
Thank you very much, Brother Ali.
Yes, sure.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is about our liberation. Look at this. This is about empowerment. And what you've heard today is about liberation. Free your minds. And that big heavy thing you sit on will follow you right on for the darkness. Power to the people. Thank you.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.